Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P0741 indicates a malfunction in the torque converter clutch circuit of the Honda Accord models from 2012 to 2017. This issue can stem from the clutch circuit being stuck off or exhibiting performance problems. The torque converter clutch is a vital component of the automatic transmission, assisting in optimal engine performance by locking the engine to the transmission under certain conditions. When it operates correctly, it allows direct connection between the engine and the transmission, improving fuel efficiency. The error may be influenced by various factors, including solenoid valve issues, lack of pressure, or mechanical faults within the transmission. Therefore, identifying the precise cause of DTC P0741 is crucial for ensuring the proper functionality of the vehicle's transmission system. To mitigate the chances of encountering DTC P0741 in the future, routine preventive maintenance is essential. Begin with regular checks on the automatic transmission fluid, ATF levels, and quality. Ensuring that fluid is at optimal levels and free from contaminants is crucial, as it directly affects the operation of hydraulic components and solenoids. Additionally, schedule routine inspections of the transmission system, paying close attention to the clutch, solenoids, and overall transmission integrity. These proactive measures allow for early detection of potential issues and are vital in maintaining the transmission's health. Educate vehicle owners on the importance of timely maintenance service. A well-maintained transmission will not only last longer, but also perform better, contributing to a smooth and efficient driving experience. In summary, DTC P0741 indicates a significant issue related to the torque converter clutch circuit in the Honda Accord models from 2012 to 2017. Understanding the components involved and their functions is paramount for efficient troubleshooting. Following the outlined steps provides a systematic way to accurately diagnose and repair the problems associated with this DTC. Emphasis on regular preventive maintenance practices can significantly reduce the risk of recurrence. By ensuring that transmission fluid is maintained and conducting routine inspections, vehicle longevity and performance can be greatly enhanced. Through these efforts, drivers will enjoy a smoother and more efficient driving experience over time. The error description for DTC P0741 specifically points to issues within the torque converter clutch circuit, which is essential for the automatic transmission's functioning. The torque converter is positioned between the engine and the transmission, playing a critical role in transferring power during vehicle operation. Alongside this component, the system comprises various valves and solenoids, including the AT clutch pressure control solenoid valve, which helps maintain appropriate pressure in the clutch circuit. If the circuit is unable to engage or perform adequately, it jeopardizes engine efficiency, leading to possible increased fuel consumption and sluggish acceleration. Proper functioning ensures smooth transitions and locking of the engine and transmission, contributing to overall vehicle performance. Understanding the circuit's components and their locations within the vehicle is vital for effective troubleshooting. Several potential causes may lead to the activation of DTC P0741. One common issue is a faulty automatic transmission AT clutch solenoid, specifically valve D, which may not generate adequate pressure to engage the torque converter clutch. A pressure loss within the circuit could also result from damaged components, such as lines or seals, which would hinder fluid flow essential for engaging the clutch. Furthermore, mechanical problems within the transmission itself, like worn gears or clutches, could prevent the proper locking mechanism from functioning as intended. Each of these factors can create significant issues that affect the vehicle's capability to drive effectively, thereby necessitating careful inspection and diagnostic checks to pinpoint the exact reason behind the DTC activation. Thorough testing is critical to address the fault accurately and restore optimal vehicle operation. Drivers may experience several symptoms indicative of DTC P0741's presence. Frequently, one might notice a decline in engine performance while driving, particularly during acceleration when the engine should lock to the transmission for efficient power delivery. This can lead to increased engine RPM without corresponding vehicle speed, a clear sign that the torque converter clutch is not functioning correctly. Additionally, reduced fuel efficiency may occur as the failure prevents the engine from achieving optimal power transfer. Unusual transmission behavior can also manifest with potential slippage or hard shifts during gear changes due to the malfunctioning clutch not engaging or disengaging as needed. These symptoms should prompt immediate diagnostic testing to prevent further issues and ensure safe and efficient vehicle operation. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0741 involves the appropriate initiation of diagnostic tools. Start by pressing the engine start-stop button to select the on mode for the vehicle's electrical system. This allows access to the vehicle's diagnostic information. The next action is to utilize the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to check for any pending or confirmed DTCs. The HDS is a tool that provides fault codes and detailed information about the vehicle's operational state. Check if DTC P0761 is indicated, as its presence could direct the focus towards additional solenoid issues. If DTC P0761 is present, shift focus to that error's specific troubleshooting process. However, if P0741 is the only code indicated, proceed to the next step for further verification of the problem. For the second troubleshooting step, the objective is to verify the problem status under normal operating conditions. Begin by warming up the engine until it reaches its normal operating temperature. This is indicated by the radiator fan engaging, a signal that ensures the engine fluids are at operational levels. Once the engine is warm, use the HDS to clear any existing DTCs. Clearing the code helps reset the system, allowing for fresh data collection. Next, subject the vehicle to a test drive at a steady speed of 60 miles per hour, 96 kilometers per hour, for at least 22 seconds. Alternatively, conduct a drive under similar conditions indicated by any freeze data previously recorded. This process aids in identifying if the issue persists, as a re-triggering of DTC P0741 would confirm the failure. If no DTC appears, it may indicate an intermittent issue requiring careful monitoring. In this step, the focus shifts to inspecting the AT clutch pressure control solenoid valve D. Begin by selecting this solenoid in the miscellaneous test menu of the HDS. The test will provide critical insights into the functionality of the solenoid. If the HDS indicates a normal result, it shows that solenoid D is functioning correctly, enabling you to move on to the next important step in diagnostics. Conversely, if the result shows a failure, follow the HDS guided instructions, which may lead to a more thorough analysis of the issue. This evaluation is crucial, as the solenoid is responsible for maintaining hydraulic pressure within the transmission, directly affecting clutch engagement and consequently torque converter functionality. An accurate assessment of this component can clarify whether the transmission system is healthy or if a replacement is necessary. The final troubleshooting step is to measure the actual torque converter clutch pressure while monitoring parameters selected on the HDS. It is crucial to check if the pressure rises upon activation of the AT shift solenoid valve C. A rising pressure indicates that the torque converter clutch is functioning properly. If the pressure does rise, The next step would involve checking other components such as the lockup shift valve or lockup control valve for potential failure. If, however, the pressure does not rise, this indicates a problematic torque converter clutch, warranting its replacement. If other faults are detected in the main valve body or the regulator valve body, cleaning is essential to remove any debris or excessive clutch material that could lead to further issues. Thorough inspection and remedial measures will help ensure the longevity and functionality of the entire transmission system. After completing the repairs based on the troubleshooting steps, it's vital to verify that the repairs are effective and the issue has been resolved. Begin by rechecking for any DTCs using the HDS to ensure that DTC P0741 no longer appears. This step confirms that the previous faults have been addressed adequately. Following this, take the vehicle for a test drive under various conditions, similar to those that initially led to the DTC's activation. Monitoring the vehicle's performance during this drive will give you a holistic view of whether the torque converter and associated components are now working as intended. If the vehicle operates smoothly, without any warning lights reappearing, you can conclude that the issue has been successfully resolved. Ensuring complete functionality before returning the vehicle to the owner aids in maintaining both safety and performance. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.